Once you've set up Node and Node Package Manager, next let's set up some packages, and the one that we wanted to use is Express. So basically it gives us a web framework for Node, and it basically allows us to run and set up a server really quickly. So let's go ahead and do the install. So the install for Express is npm install express. So let's go ahead and set that up. We've already have our terminal opened to the correct folder. So we're just doing an install, and then we can copy this in and try this out. So once we have Express installed, we can, once we do a node index.js and we run node, we can see that when we go to the page where our route is working, so we're getting the route returned, and we can say hello world, we can update it to hello world 2, and of course we have to stop. So that's Control C, and then type that node index.js again for the changes to propagate through. The other option that we want to also install is we want to do an install of npm install nodemon. So this is a really useful tool when you're working with Node, because it basically gives you the ability to restart your server, so you don't always have to keep pressing that Control C and typing in node index.js. We can do changes to our file and have that up and running. So now that that's installed, you can do nodemon index.js, and you'll see that it basically goes through, it starts the node index.js, and if I change it to hello world 3, automatically restarts the server, so I can go on the front end and I can refresh the page and I can see my changes coming through. One other package that we did want to install as well, so this is going to be request, and what request will do is it allows us essentially to make HTTP request within Node. So this is also really useful, especially if we're working in Node and you want to make those requests. Then this is the way that this is one of the best packages in order to accomplish that. And you can see that there's over 10 million downloads of it. So there's a lot of use happening with this one. So let's go ahead and install it. npm install request. And once we have that installed, then we can grab through and we can get the request object. So that's, I'll copy and paste it down from here, and we can bring request into our project. And now let's do nodemon index.js. And everything is working properly. We've got request brought into our project, because if you set up the variable and you're requesting request, and if it's not installed, then you're not going to be, you're going to throw in some errors. So go ahead and install all 3 of these packages, and you're going to be ready to move on to the next step, and that's going to be to start building out our request server and also setting up our public static files within our Express server as well. So all of that is coming up.